Hello gentlemen, welcome back to the Real Madrid career mode in Season 6 now. Yes, of course, we've probably got like 2 episodes left on this channel in terms of the Real Madrid career mode before we get into EA 26. And of course, we're going to get through this season quite speedy with some signings to secure the La Liga title. Because of course, in the last season, we've won the Champions League. And one of the main games this episode will be in the Super Cup against Spurs right there. Before we get into that though, we need to discuss some of the comments there, because we have simulated and we have got now 167 million. Like I said, we have simulated a couple of days here to sell some players and just make a little bit more of a budget to improve this team. Now we're going to go into the actual transfer history first and discuss some of the players. So just 3 players here. Courtois gone for 20 million. I did see someone say to swap him out for Madrid, but I will get into that in a minute there. But Jacobo here, he's gone to Luton. And this youth lad has gone into that position right now. Now, going into the team now before I discuss the Courtois situation, you can see this is what it's looking like right now. And it is a decent team indeed. Now, I did see a lot of people suggesting grow into the CDM role here. But of course, we have got Kobe Minu and Job there. And I'll just quickly show you now when I go on to the potential signs we can make for the team here. If we just go down and actually select him here, I've actually put him for transfer because, of course, this is here 117 weeks here, and of course, because we're simulating throughout the season, we need to get the right players in the right position. And to be honest, we need a bit more money to make some of these signings happening, which I'm going to talk about right now. Now, of course, with the whole Mazla and Courtois one there, before I simulate into the actual candidate and into this video, ladies and gentlemen, I actually try and get this deal over the line, but obviously, of course, it couldn't happen. So we'll just try and get the most money as I can. And of course, this is going to be the first signing here, because we need that improved goalkeeper. So let's see if we can get over it straight away. I'm just going to throw in 60 million. I think that's a fair deal for Gianni and Mazvradivi there. And Arnie Slot is going to accept it straight away. I'm hoping the CDM can be sold for about 60 or 70 million, maybe more, so we can invest in some of the other players that you guys have suggested. Of course, could be a crucial as our new number 1. Courtois actually had a good season, to be honest, but due to his age, he's not really going to be hitting his prime anytime soon, isn't he? And we need a goalkeeper that's a bit younger, that can grow up throughout the ranks here to help us win the La Liga title over Barcelona. 130 right there a week will be accepted as the first signing of Season 6. We'll just skip it straight away because we all know the bloody cinematic that it does. But there it is, confirmed 60 million right there. And what we'll do now, ladies and gentlemen, just discuss some of these players that you guys have suggested. Then we're just going to jump into this game here. So Lenny Euro, a lot of people been screaming out for this guy from my channel. Wanted to return here. Same with Osterwood, who's at Celta Vigo now. Scalvini to potentially join as well. And Rasmus Højlund and Jeremy Doku. Of course, with that centre-back sold, well, selling, sorry, we need a new centre-back there. We can see as well, we have put some players up to sell, like the rotational left winger, but we're just waiting for it to really just go through. We have accepted it for 4 million. But waiting for it to go through here. So without further ado though, let's get into one of the big main games of this episode. Like I said, there's not going to be any games now later because the EA 26 is around the corner. So we're literally playing this one here just to win this trophy here. Hopefully over Spurs. Debut here for Mazvradivi. He's going to start as well here today. Can he put on a good debut here against Spurs? Let's get into this game here. Let's see if we can start the season with a trophy. So here we are then on the Phone 90 Super Cup here. And let's see how we go on. Obviously we pretty much have literally got one chance of winning this, because regardless of what happens this season, it will be the last season, regardless if we win the La Liga or not. This is the only chance to really win this trophy, so it'd be nice to win it before E26 with Real Madrid. Belabor that. Trent, who's been unbelievable here. Oh, and he goes over wide. Unlucky. I was going to say, Trent has definitely was one of the best players, probably the team of the year right back, I would say, if it was actually popped up on the screen. But his head's a bit glitchy, I must say. Gravenberch, good pass in this to Semeka. There goes into Teke there. And a good save from the new signing, but Dorgu with a honking clearance. And we saw that in the previous episode of Will. That's why Bueno, his passing's been a bit sloppy. Oh, he's actually sent me to the park there. Abbott. Look at Solanke there. Tackle there. He gives him a chance. And we're a bit risky at the back here. Joe, great feet there, but gets a little bit caught. And Trent has to get out of danger, but the player could be through there because the defender has committed. But Monmouth and Dorgu again with a bad pass. Abbott. Tackle there. Mendy. Simek. That's a good one there, but we'll take it. Into Trent now. Trent running down this wing. Good ball into Valeba. Yes, no, I was going to say in the last episode we did get off from Man United. I did reject all these big ones, so we need to keep these players. So we definitely keep them. But a good throw in there to Digby, and Digby might go for a bit of a shot in it. Fizzes past that left-hand side of the post. That would have been a corker finish against Ange, who's actually now the new Forest manager. I think that's a decent appointment, to be honest. There was links and rumours with Jose Mourinho. That would have been very cool to have seen Jose Mourinho returning back to the Premier League. I mean, imagine Forest versus Man City, Pep versus Jose again. That would have been quite cool. But unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Guerrero there into Trent. And Trent plays a lovely fizz pass into Dorg on the opposite wing. And he plays it to Marmouche. Marmouche now. Get the back pass. Oh, and it falls to Digby. A bit lucky. Nah, I was going to say it will be offside. I thought Dorgy was going to continue running up it. I thought we'd get a bit of a deja vu for the Trent goal he scored a couple of times back in the final against Africa, but did not fall for us. But I think people would be... oh, hang on a minute. Solanke! A good save from the new keeper. I was going to say, I think a lot of people would be happy to see number 6 potentially leave because of obviously what I've shown getting compared to CDM. It just isn't working. Defenders, I mean, this is a brilliant tactic in. Dorgy's finally done a good header. And Marmouche, oh, and that's a nasty foul. That should be a yellow card for Ferland Mendy. Oh, it's Antoine Mendy, sorry, I do apologise. It did look like him, and especially when it said Mendy at the start. No pass there. Right, wide to Trent. Trent does well. I don't know how he's got away with that. Digby has called for it. Did see it there. Unlucky. Up we go, please. Keep it alive. Good ball to the Travail one there, and I probably should have gone back in, but deeper goes for it regardless. Again, Trent has not been put on these corners. Swings the ball in there. That's got to be Hattos! And if our attack can't do it, our defence will. Trent with another assist to kick off the season. And who else? The big man at the back. And Joao Hassel there gets another goal. And it's a lovely headed finish into the bottom right corner. Trent, great ball again. He gets up high. And I'll tell you, he wins every header. I don't think I've had such a dominant centre-back in any of my career modes where it's so good in the air. Great header. Spurs 1-up in the Super Cup. And here we go though, the Spurs are looking to retaliate straight away. The Spurs haven't actually been that bad, to be fair. But we've just taken our chance, and it come from a corner, out of all things. Hasso could be the main man to lift us the trophy today here. We will take it. But the big but is, can we continue on and survive in the second half? So no changes going into the second half. I decided not to. No one really hasn't played that poor. You can argue Dorgy with his bad passing. Other than that, we've not been too bad. I want to clarify as well, I did see some comments basically suggesting to sell some of the dead weight in the club, which I have been doing, like I showed you at the start, and I continue to do more to make more money for the team. Could go one more for the Valeba there. It's a good pass from Digby, but can we get the shot off in time? Well, we do. He falls on his ass. But the top three, who was very good last season, have done fantastic to link up once again. And it's a very nice finish from Valeba. I must admit, I mean, I felt like he was going to mess it up there, but Digby, a good pass there from Digby. And we just get the shot off. And we're 2-0 up against Spurs in the Super Cup final. Very, very nice indeed. So 2-0. But can we continue on? I'd like to get one more goal. And I feel like if we get one more goal, it's a guaranteed dub. In my opinion, so. Solanke here. I think a lot of people expected him to start really well in the Premier League, but at this moment Richarlison's getting starts over him and he has been scoring, so it's a good shot there and good save from the keeper. Suarez could come onto the pitch for Digby, but yeah, I'm supposed to give Solanke time. Barcola's going on the pitch. That's a bit of a strange when you think a player of that calibre would be starting with McConnell. A good touchdown there. Abbott into Gravenberch. That'll do. Cannot get that pass off though. And Barcola's come on the pitch now. Number 9 from as well. Well played. Well done. Joe trying to find a big ball with the left hand side. The keeper will contest for this. No, he has bottled it. And Marmouche. That did come off the Spurs player there, I think. No, I didn't. It didn't look it bounced off his knee after I got a touch to it. That should be ours from Trent. And it will be. Joe Go for a bit of a long shot here. I was going to say it bounced lovely for him. That'll do though. Could go for a shot from Mainu here. Unlucky. They'll pass that wide there to Jude. Jude. Dorgu's back across. We get a shot here. Should be free. And there it is. We head it back across from Dorgu. And Marmouche, who's been quiet this game, gets the third goal of the evening. And it's safe to say Spurs have bottled another trophy. We're walking away to start off season 6 with another trophy. Good ball from Trent again. Dorgu with the assist this time. Heads it down. Martin's gone on for Mainu. Number 11 gets another goal for his tally in the white shirt. 3-0 against Angers Spurs. So 3-0 is a very comfortable result and what you would like to see to kick off the new season. This goalkeeper as well has had a good game so far. I don't want to jinx it. Oh, that could be I was going to say that might be a yellow card. Oh, it's a headed shot then. I'm just going to hold it with the keeper there. Just kind of kill a little bit of time because we don't need to force it here. We're 3-0 up. We don't want to risk anything really. To kind of butcher a trophy. Little throw there. Oh, still unbeatable. Juice taking the piss. And play it from Marmouche now. Ah, they just couldn't get it off there. Oh, it will be a foul. That's a bit... A yellow card for Job there. I think that was for before. Biano's going to come on for Dorgu. We get to see it again here. We just missed out right there. It just clips in. It should be probably a red card, actually, if I'm going to be completely honest. And we've got a chance here. We're going to put it on Trent. And we're just going to try something here. We're going to try and drill it. Get a bit of power on this. And try and green tile it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's going in. Oh, and Restes has to force a save there. Bishkov, who's now been converted to a canvas, whether anyone noticed, is going to come on for Marmouche. I'm just going to keep him on this corner and not do it with Trent. Ball swings up there. Guerrero's there. Could leave on a high with a goal, but wasn't meant to be. Mendy there. That should be ours from him. Oh, he's done really well, but not the return pass. And it goes out wide to Barcola. Barcola with the shot now and needs to be better. Masvidivli does exceptionally well. That should be ours here. We cannot clear a line. Macano, Barcola, Sudakov, Mendy. Good save from the keeper and a good tackle from Hasso. Look at that. And again, yes, Brexit from a defender. And again, why not? Oh, I lost my head. I must admit, I got a bit too carried away. The ref saw it as well. Reckless diving from our centre back. Going for some stat pad in there, it seems like. But very nice. That should be ours, though. There we go. We could even make it... Oh, me? No, the bounce has not helped us there at all. And ladies and gentlemen, we have won our first bit of silverware in Season 6. It will be the Super Cup against Spurs. 3-0. One of the highlighted games of this episode, where we're near the very end. But Hasso, Villaleba and Marmouche step up today. With once again Trent having an incredible game in that right back row. I must admit, he has been phenomenal and is going nowhere out of this Real Madrid team anytime soon. But one bit of silverware down here, ladies and gentlemen, is done. But there's business to be done to conquer the Spanish trophy in La Liga BBVA. Jude gets another title on his hands, and so does Real Madrid and myself. Let's continue on. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have simmered up to the deadline day, and we have obviously won against Spurs, but we are undefeated so far in the league, which is very tasty indeed. And as you can see there, we are in the deadline day. For the simulation note, Villaleba has picked up a knock though, which is a bit sad. Very sad indeed. We have got some more offers for the Zakanuni, but I think it's kind of glitched out here. We keep accepting, but nothing is actually getting over the finishing line, which is a bit frustrating here. I'm just going to quickly check here how long our actual winger is out here for. Our best player on the pitch. Is it only short term? That's the problem. And he's out for 5 days. That is absolutely fine. I can see Jude there is actually our best player at the moment, which is very nice with the highest match rating, which is very nice indeed. Probably be a 97 by the time we get to the end of this criminal, which will be pretty decent indeed. Very nice. But we are going to also as well have a look at our budget, because ladies and gentlemen, we have got now 220 million, and I think we all know why that's the reason. It's because we have sold our CDM for 90 million for Brentford here, which is pretty decent considering his market value is 60 million. We'd only get another 30 million on top of that and get 90. So We pretty much made our money back there from the goalkeeper and made 30 million profit. So decent indeed. Now looking at the team here, we also need a new rotation in the left winger if he does get sold. In terms of the DM, to be honest, I'm actually quite liking my team as the new kind of CDM rotation. So I'm actually going to try and convert into the CDM and keep it as it is stand. I think Saskiel there is a good rotation. Of course, we have got Tozen as well, which I've seen a lot of people want to leave, but I've put offers in for him and nothing's getting accepted, so nothing's coming in for him. So I might have to stay. He really might have to stay indeed. However, though, we are going to make our next signing, and it is going to be Lenny Euro. A lot of people want to see this guy come in, and we're going to make it happen here. And we need to. We really need to. I'm just going to throw 100 in. I think that's going to be a fair deal there for Schalke, and they are going to accept it, which is decent. I've seen a lot of people say about Scalvini, but also, of course, because we've got Hattel there, I don't think we really need to bring him in due to the fact if we bring him in, we're going to run out of budget, and we need to improve it in other positions in the team, I feel like. So we're just going to do, 3 years, because of course only, wait, one's actually 5, alright. I mean, we're not going to actually be here for 5 years, but release clause, we're definitely not going to do that, because he might get bought out in January throughout the simulation we're going to do, and the wage is absolutely fine. So 110 million to play with now. So we got to have a little bit of a think here. Now, obviously, I'm thinking Jeremy Doku, but Marmouche, you've seen it from the statistics stats last season for the simulation. He was very, very good indeed. I did see Rasmus Højlund, which I'm actually tempted to get. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think what we're going to do here, I think we're going to get rid of Jeremy Doku and Scalvini and try and get these two guys over the finishing line. I think Jaden Osterwolde would be a decent rotation. However, we have got Mbueno and also Dogu there. So, I feel like we're probably going to sack him off here and get Rasmus Højlund and see if I can find someone off the marketplace. Because obviously, like I said, we've got rotation there. So I don't think we need to spend the money in a position where we've actually got to the quality already. So we're just going to throw in 45 million for Rasmus Højlund. And they are going to accept it from Forest as I expected. And they should really accept a rotational role as 6'3" striker here really, over Digby. But he is going to accept it, which is very nice. And we've got 65 million to really deep dive into this team and improve it somewhere. So the question is, though, who is that man going to be? Because we've just got another sign in our rotation striker in Rasmus Højlund. I'm going to have a little look on the market, ladies and gentlemen, and see if I can find someone that can revolutionise this team to the next level. And the winger we have found is an individual left wing called literally Kevin at the age of 26 at the overall of 83 from Lyon. Looking at the rotation right here, and I'm looking to maybe get one last signing in. Oh, they actually want to sort for Mbueno. We're definitely not going to do that. So if we just go maybe 38, to be fair, I think that will be quite fair, to be honest, for the market value. No, they want 40. They want a lot of money for this young lad, but I'm willing to pay it because he's very rapid, very skillful, and it's a little bit different to what we have with Marmouche. We're going to accept the 39 million there. So there you go. You can see I did try to go for a lot more options here, ladies and gentlemen, and actually try and switch out the main man Marmouche. And actually I was looking at grabbing Birch as well for a switch out for Kobe Mainu, but I thought I'd give Kobe Mainu the more benefit of the doubt. Like I said, I'm looking at all these here, but I decided to go with Kevin instead here. It's going to be a bit more cheaper and offers a little bit more different, a smaller player to what we have with Marmouche. So I feel like on the rotation, this will be very nice indeed. So there we go, get the rotation in. 4 years, happy days. There we have it. Release clause. You can have that release clause. 89 million. I mean, there'll be a bargain really if someone accepts that. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try and find another centre back, and then we will be simulating to January. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Potentially the last sign actually goes to Tyler Bidden here, the Australian centre at the age of 24, overall 78 here. Just trying to get one more in here. I'm going to probably swap him out for Tozen here. And the reason I'm going to try and get this individual in, as I feel like he's younger and should grow up for the simulation. And I think we're going to accept that. That should be absolutely fine. I think that's a great deal, to be honest, with Forest. I feel like we're getting a bit more of the short straw here. But I'm just thinking of long term in terms of simulation and keeping him on the actual sub bench. He might grow up in the mid-80s, I like to think. So we're going to get him on the Renault rotation there. And I bet this player didn't expect to wake up in the morning and get an offer from Real Madrid. But the Australian will be here. And the release cost of 44 million, we'll definitely accept that for what we paid for you. And yeah, that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going to simulate to January. So without further ado, we're going to watch this one roll out here. And I will set up this team in the right positions as we expect it to be. and I'll see you guys in January. So here, then, ladies and gentlemen, we have approached the big game, and the final game of this episode is against Barcelona. The first time I've seen it with you guys, and it looks like, to be fair, we've won the Super Cup. I mean, I don't know actually. Are we in a final with that one? No, I think we might have won that right there. But I think we've been out the Copa de Spain. But as you can see from the table, though, we are undefeated. We are on track to complete this challenge on a high here. Looking at the Super Copa here, we did beat Atletico Madrid. Throughout the simulation on the calendar, I just selected the biggest game in January. At the time, it was Barcelona, so we've also just skipped past the Super Copa. So I apologise on that one. But Atletico Madrid, we actually won, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, Copa de Spain, we did unfortunately get knocked out the round of 16 to an unsung hero in Genoa 4-2 right there. Champions League, though, just out of curiosity, we are third. We have literally been dominating. We've been pretty much undefeated, except from that cup right there. Where are Barcelona, though? Because they're not even in the top 4. From winning the league last season, they are 6th this season. They are 20 points away from us. Even Atletico Madrid is out an absolute mare right there. So we're on track to absolutely cruising through this. But I'm actually intrigued to see who are the outstanding players of the season, because of course we have quick simmed it here. And who is it here? We've gone on to the goals, and of course it's Jude Bellingham here. Marmouche is here. Digby not having the best so far. Champions League had quite a good one there. Valeba there is obviously still injured. Does he's pissed with another injury, to be fair. Kobe Mainoo 6 for 3 there. Trent, I mean, to be honest, we're not losing games, so it doesn't really matter in terms statistically. But this is a big one here. 6th versus 1st here. Can we go even more points clear than this team? But as you can see with the team we've got, though, Jude has got a red card. Valeba's pretty much injured. Lenny Yor's tired, so we're going to have to play a bit of a weaker side here against this team here. So I think what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to play... Even Asensio is a bit tired, to be honest. So we're going to actually play for Leisure here, who hasn't even actually really played any games for us. Wasn't been taken in charge. Jude has also got a red card, so he cannot play. So Renard's is going to come in. I don't know if I can actually play Valeba, but I think I will be able to. Digby's looking a bit tired, but we're going to keep him on just for a minute, which Hoyland is still a bit tired as well. And I think, to be fair, that is probably going to be it there. We could have probably done with signing a new CDM right there, but it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a big game, though. Bit of a weaker side here, but I reckon we can get it over the line here. We're not going to actually pick Vallejo as the captain. Who should we make as the captain here? Because also, of course, Courtois was the captain, but he's not there anymore. I'm probably going to give it to, I would say, Trent. I feel like, no, I'm going to go to Hasso. I think he'd be a good captain. He's really been stepped up for us from day one since he's joined this team. But can we win it here with a weaker side away? Let's see if we can do it. Now, of course, we have to be a bit careful with our winger because he has got the bandage on his car, but we are be able to play with him. So let's see how we get him. But Barcelona having a mare this season. Maybe they've lost Lamine Yamal, maybe. Perhaps he was dominant last time we played against them, but like I said, the last game of the set, so can we end on a high from obviously beating Spurs in that final? Can we tasty this? Not the best pass from Trent, though. Did get stitched up, though, from the centre-back. Valencia's quite a common... You know, a bit of a player, Real Madrid. It's always in the mix. So I think everyone's still maybe waiting for his breakthrough season, perhaps. I'm not sure over there. Good ball with the top there to Trent. One player we need to kind of exploit, to be honest, in this game, because he's so weak. He's so dominant when he goes forward. Moretti there. Into Bonnet. Moretti plays the ball down line. Into Ketin there, into Bonnet there. And Bonnet with a bit of a shot there. But the keeper has to force a save. Well done, Dorgu. Plays the ball down line, but it's quite a poor one. Ardagula, a bit of a rat there. Also, former Real Madrid man, gone to Barcelona. Bonnet's got a good chance. He can't get a block in front of it, but the keeper has to force a save again. We are starting really poor, but we did this last time against Spurs, and we really just stepped up randomly. Bishkov there in for Jude today. Big loss for the team. One of the highest rated players, but Trent gets a bit fortunate there, and I can see Digby making a run, but can we get it into? We can. That's what I was talking about there, but I don't understand why he went for the volley. Throw your body at it, throw your head at it, a diving header at least for that power header. He should have probably done better there. I don't know why he's gone for the volley. Didn't even hold down the volley button, the L2 button. Or the LT, however you want to refer it, what console you're on. Kunde. It's a good pass into Jack Grealish, and he puts it wide. A man that has just recently won the Player of the Month in the Premier League, which probably will get a card on FIFA Ultimate Team as well, as his gold card won't be as packed, but that one will be. I would have thought so. But yeah, not the best there. I think he should have scored that, to be honest, but I'm actually really happy for him. He's gone to Everton. He's been really good there. 4 assists already. It's ridiculous. Another ball into the box there. It's gone to Dorgu, though. Dorgu cannot do anything with it. I was actually looking for Digbu with a power head again, but he went there instead. Ardagula running down, cuts it inside to Bonnet. And Sylvain Vallejo's done well. The defence have been very shaky. It's not the strongest, though. And Bonnet there again. And he puts it 1-up in the El Clasico. Number 9. Like I said, we've had to rest players throughout the simulation. They've got tired. And it hasn't worked out for to be the best there. It's a good finish. I can't blame Vallejo there because he did a nice challenge, but he didn't retrieve the ball back. But you can expect that from a player that's not the highest overall. But 1-0 to Barcelona. They've been the better team. Like I said, I expected really them to score with Jack Grealish there, but they was able to capitalise on that one. We need to start waking up here. I think we've got a lot of tired legs, which doesn't help. The simulation has really done us there. Too many games on a short period of time throughout the calendar year, it seems like, after Monaco's dissolve. Can we made it? Dorgu has made a bit of a run, but I think we forced it a bit too far wide. Inside that. Biscoff plays it back. Into Joe, sorry. Overlap and run from Trent is there. Not the best, though. Not the best. We've been really struggling. I think we definitely need some subs in the next half to switch it up, but Job does well, and lucky. We really are missing Jude. He really just carries his team in the attacking threat to get things going here. Oh, and that could be a red card. The ref and the fans are whistling. That was for on goal as well. We thought we can get across, and things are getting worse here. Our best centre-back is off. Joao Hato, our captain, has seen red. Well then, we have got a job on our hands now. Thought I could get across in time. And how then, number 16 is off the pitch. Second half to see it out here now, I think. Grealish, work it inside. It's a shot at goal, but the keeper has to force it and just get it out. And there it is. So what a half we have had here. 1-0 down to Barcelona. Right at the end, we lose our skipper in Hassel there due to that red card. Not what we like to see indeed. So we need a massive second half here. If anything, with the circumstances that have arisen, we would take a draw. But let's get into the second half and see what we can do. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here because it's probably a bit more easier for me to explain here. We are, of course, going to get Bidden into the centre-back row. Hato goes off for Joe's going to have to do the whole midfield with Bischoff here. Kevin and Rasmus Højlund is coming on the pitch with Trent now as our captain. So let's see what we can do now in this second half, because now it's going to be a bit of an upfield battle, I feel like, to try and do something here. But we do alright in the second half, so it's a bit strange. I mean, against the Spurs, wouldn't be the best, but it wouldn't be nice to, you know, how well we've been doing this season for the simulation. Me playing the game, causing them their first loss of the season in the Spanish division. Right wide. Oh, Kevin's got to be a bit stronger there. Ardagula. That's a good pass, and also we have got that gap now, but Bonnet's going to run through. He plays it across here to Crenton back. A good save from the keeper. Vallejo can't clear his lines, though, and the keeper again has to save his ass. Kevin, good touch. Rasmus Højlund. He's at Napoli now. Cannot get that touch. Unlucky. Sergio Dominguez. Good pass. And Dorgu has to do well. But we cannot get our lines again. The best clearance. And keeper again has to keep us alive. You know what? I'm going to do it. Bueno comes on for Leisure there. I mean, he's got pace. And that centre back, he's been woeful, to be fair. Let's be realistic. He can't be the best. That's not been the best clearance there. And it's ricocheting. But to be fair, we can capitalise off of this. Where Rasmus Højlund has got a bit of speed. Come back in from Man United. He's at Napoli now, but he's at Real Madrid. And he's going to run through. He has to score some former United man. And it's off the post. It was close to going out, but number 17 gets the goal. And it's 1-1. Very undeserved. I must admit, we've been lucky. We've been very poor this game. From recent form, we've been incredible. With me playing all the calendar year for simulation, but we've done well there. And Hume's going to come on for Trent now due to tired legs. But it's 1-1 with 10 men. So we really are just kind of holding on here. I would take a draw against Barcelona. It looks like a season where potentially we just somehow find a way to just keep pushing on. Sergio Dominguez into Bonnie there. Got to kill a cross and Dorgu has to step up. Into Jack Grealish. Gets the shot off because of deflection. I'm going to say it. I think the keeper's got to be man of the match. He's keeping us in it from conceding a lot more goals here. And Jack Grealish goes off for Yamal. Is that Lamine Yamal and Lockman? Or is that just his foot? I'm not too sure. It is. It's two. Lamine Yamal is on the pitch now, which is a bit strange why he was off the pitch. There's a ball right out the right-hand side. Wide open there. And I was hoping we can get... Well, it is still on there. I do. Overlap and run there. Hume. What can we do from this? We need someone to come short into Valeba. Back pass there. That's unbelievable from Valeba. Biscoff hits the post. He's got to score. Oh, that was it. We could have won it. Valeba there with a cheeky little cue back heel. And Biscoff has absolutely had a shocker. Job doing everything in the midfield on his own. He's somehow got an interception. He strides forward here now. Valeba made a run. Out wide. It's not the best one. Kevin tries to win it back quick from them. Ardegood as well, and it's a 3-on-1. It's a 3-on-1 indeed, and it goes to the Lockman, and it goes in. It could be a winner of the El Clasico for Barcelona, and it could be the last season where Barcelona get the one up on us. Oh, I can't believe it. I think my head just lost, to be honest. Biscoff, how have you missed that? It would have been a different game, literally. It's a good finish. We're committed. And it backfired. But it's not over yet. Ultra attack is on. So ultra attack has been applied. Can we do something here? That is the question. I mean, literally the main question. Can it be one of the new signing steps of Rashford Horning did it for us? Inside there. Valeba's made a run. He gets in front of it. Valeba's in front of it. And there's 2-2. We've done it. Valeba makes it 2-2. Rasmus Højlund with a lovely bit of dribbling, and Valeba cuts inside, and just like that, it's not over yet. 10 men Real Madrid have found a way to potentially get a point over Barcelona here. We're at their weakest stage. Rashford, lovely pass there, but that little quick pass inside, and that little snappy run for Valeba just to get in front of the man. Pitching the right hand side, it's 2-2 in the El Clasico. Well then, can we just defend? I mean, that is what we want to see here, really. And I cannot apply it, which is a bit annoying, but I'm trying to do it at the same time. You'd think it'd be a lot easier. We're going to throw it again here. There will be a foul. We'll be able to put it on the defender on the tactics. Hold the line. This is literally the last shot. They have to shoot this. They have to shoot this. And, well, thank God Lamine Yamal has turned into an absolute donkey in this game. But I don't know how we have ended up with a draw there. We probably played, and myself, and the team just didn't feel nice at all. With our weaker side, we was able to hold off a draw with 10 men. A weaker side, 10 men, and somehow we still get a draw. Very impressive from Real Madrid just to keep a hold of this, to be honest. A bit of luck on our side, a bit of fortune, but sometimes we need that in football, and we will definitely take a point with the circumstances that is with this Real Madrid team at the moment. Quite an entertaining game to end off this episode, ladies and gentlemen, if I do say so myself. But like I said, we'll take a point. Still undefeated in the La Liga BBA season in Season 6. We continue on. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this episode. And now, of course, going into the final episode, which will probably be on the Tuesday, I would say. We are, again, just going to simulate right to the end of the season and see if we have perhaps got any more big games. We have got the Atletico Madrid game, which could be a massive game. And any of these, if it ends up being a decider for the league, or you never know, a Champions League final once again here. However, though, I will give the benefit of doubt to some of these players right here, because they have, well, they've been hit and miss, but I think some of them have been carrying us a little bit here, because realistically, Jude and Marmouche have been incredible. I think we've got to give the benefit of the doubt for some of these players, though, that have just come into this team here, like the likes of Rasmus Højlund. I mean, really stepped up in that last episode. But the reason I'm showing you this play, ladies and gentlemen, because of course we are going to be in January, and we're literally right at the end of it as well. If you want to see any changes within the team, again, maybe some more players being bought, some sold here, but this is the only budget we have got here, chaps, is 5 million. So if we're going to have to sign anyone that you might want to see come into this late EA25 Real Madrid career mode, we're probably going to have to sell the odd 1 or 2 big players if we've got enough time to get it over the line. However, though, if you did like this video, ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the last episode of the Real Madrid career mode very soon. Bye.